Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So with the update of 120 construction coming, hopefully in July, they haven't done a month ahead update post yet, but I have a feeling with leagues coming in August, the 120 construction update needs to come in July. Now could be a really good chance to get ahead and get producing some of the new wooden planks, new-ish, they've been out for a couple of years now, and turn them into planks and get them ready for the construction update. Now the construction update is going to be a massive overhaul of the whole skill and bring in these brand new planks into forms of construction furniture and possibly ways to go in train as well. But because there's very limited volume of these planks in the Grand Exchange, because they're quite commonly turned into frames, it could be a really good time to start stockpiling, ready for that update to be announced and be able to make a big bit of profit with it as well. Not to mention that turning logs into these planks is quite often profitable anyway. It could be just a real good chance to make a little bit more profit on top. Now what we're going to do in this video, as always, we're going to go through the Grand Exchange, check out the ones I would recommend, the profitable ones, maybe some of the niche ones as well are worth looking into, and we can just see which ones are worthwhile and profitable to do now, as well as showing you guys the free methods you can use to actually make planks. There's some ways which will get you magic XP as well, and there's ways which will be quicker or slower depending on if you want to spend the cash for it as well. But we shall see when the 120 construction update drops in terms of the news post, because we'll go through it and examine it, just see if there's any other ways we can make some money with it. However, the main focus of this video is going to be planks, and if you are brand new to the channel, please make sure to hit that subscription button. We are pushing for 12.5 thousand subscribers by the end of the year, and I will make sure to make it worthwhile for you guys subscribing with the kind of content we're going to be pushing out. When 120 construction is here, we are going to dissect it and find every little way we can to make some profit from it, because these 120 skill drops are pretty big in terms of content and how you can make some money. However, let's go move to the important thing. So in terms of the planks we're going to look at, I'm going to start from maple upwards. Normally whenever we do things regarding like frames and looking at making profit there, I kind of skip maples and acacia, but I do think that they will have some purpose. Where it's going to be for something unique in terms of a house, there can be a way to make some money with it as well. And just simply what we're going to do is price check the logs and then price check the planks against them as well. And the nice thing with things like maple and acacia is they can go very low volumes at times, and because of that, the demand on the Grand Exchange could still be there. The price will continue to spike because basically people want the planks and they're not there, so they'll keep whacking 5%, 20% on until they get an offer which will buy. Also, what you can also get with this as well is that because they are so niche, sometimes you can get people not looking to buy them at all, and you can lose money as a result as well. So as always, check your margins before looking to go with anything, whether it's going to buy logs to turn into planks or planks to buy into frames or anything at all. Any skilling item you're looking to buy in a decent bulk, always go and check the margin, because sometimes you can get lucky and buy things in low volume. It's just so sporadic, and I've found at the minute with the Grand Exchange, it's very all over the place. Like prices aren't consistent at all. Demand isn't consistent either. It's sort of hinting towards like the game is losing a little bit of player volume because prices are literally just all over the place. So just check anything before you guys do anything, and it's just a good way to save some cash as well. Don't ever be in a rush to buy stuff. This is why I've tried to do this video a little bit earlier than what I was going to originally, just to give you guys more time to try and put offers on the Grand Exchange to buy gradually. Because the process of making planks really isn't that slow with one of the methods, you can definitely go and take your time with this and make some really good profit with it as well. So what I'll do is just from the mahogany, we'll do you, and then after you, we'll go and do a little bit of an evaluation and see where we currently are in terms of like which ones are worthwhile doing. But you got to think as well, with the 120 construction update still coming and people wanting to use this to upgrade their house, the demand on the frame market will still be there as well. Maybe the 120 update really does cook and people want to go and get 120 to go and get the best buffs to their house. I think this update is going to be transformational for construction, because all you have to look at is how utilized the house is in old school Runescape. If we could get a fraction of that usability, it could be something which could be dramatically game changing for RS3. And if people want to go and get those upgrades quickly, they will go and spend money on frames, because frames is the quickest, the most AFK way to basically train construction. And it just means that you're going to get a pull on the planks, both from the people who want to go and upgrade their house and the people who need those planks turned into frames to then go and train their construction. So there really is so much ways you can make some money when this update drops. So we'll cover all of it as well, because I really do think that the frame market, if it's as good as what construction could be, will go absolutely ballistic, and there'll be a lot of profit there, because I don't think people have trained it. I think we saw from like the last double XP, frame prices didn't go crazy. They went up and they were very like speculative for a point. They didn't go to the point where they were like silly prices. So I don't know. I think it'll be a really good thing to have a look at. And I do think like some of the log prices as well kind of reflect the update coming. Magic logs and new logs being around 1,000 coins is quite a high price. But to see them around that kind of price ready for this is a good sign, because I still think there'll be considerable profit. Some of the planks we've already found already are going to be considerable profit and are. I just think it's going to be even more once the update finally drops. People know what's coming. That's the big thing, is that the mystery of what's behind the update. A lot of the community don't know what's going to come until that update post is dropped. But by that point, a lot of people have already bought in, they've already stocked up. What I'm trying to do is by showing you guys like turning logs into planks, you can basically get in on this with the cheapest price possible. Because if you're someone who can spend some time, whether it's through your machines, whether it's you doing it yourself, turning some logs into these planks, you'll be so much lower in, because you'll buy the logs for a lower price, and then you'll be able to go and transform them into planks, and then basically just make the money on top of that as well. However, we've managed to ramble all the way through buying these logs and these planks. We're just going to go through all of them and then evaluate them individually. There's definitely been some which have been actually really good profit. There's also as well been a few which have had pretty good margin on the log price itself. That elder log had something like a 1,000 margin, which is actually pretty decent. So let's go and sell this, and then we can go and have a look as well. Now, the point of this is finding where our prices are going to be, but what you can also do as well is find really good flips and really good ways to invest some cash. So, right, let's go and start off with Maple. So Maple didn't sell. So Maple, there's no point doing it because, again, there's no real profit there. Acadia, again, what I would recommend is for you guys to buy for the instant sell price, because you're going to save yourself so much money. But what I'm going to do in terms of working off the GP you can make is work off the instant buy price and then at the slow sell price. So the instant buy price is what we're going to work for our sell price, and the instant buy price is what we're going to work for our buy price. So we're going to try and work it on the highest buy price but the highest sell price as well. So 14.50 for the Acadia log is then turned into 2.25k. So you could make about 800 GP per plank, which when you sort of work out like how quick you can make these, again, there's going to be some form of GP cost involved in turning them into the planks, but you can definitely make some decent money there. Mahogany logs is 635. This is almost 1.2k. Mahogany log, for something which crashed so hard with the introduction of Fort Free construction and frames, is starting to be getting towards its old like price. Like I was always playing the game when mahogany logs were around 2,000 coins each because it was the best way to train construction. It was a really expensive way as well. But 1.8k for mahogany log is 1,200 GP, where you're making profit there. U-log as well makes even better cash, about 2.8 thousand coins per U-log into a U-plank. U-planks have always been consistently good. And as well, Magic, 1,000 coins into 3.5k, that's a 2.5k profit. And then finally, looking at the Elder logs, that's going to be about 1.8 thousand coins. But basically anything from Mahogany up is incredible profit, ranging from about 1.8k to about 2.5k profit, turning a log into a plank, which is really, really good. Now, there is multiple ways to do this, and what we'll do is just breeze through it nice and quickly just to show you guys the ways to do it. Right, okay, so starting off, the fastest way for you to go and make some planks is to use a portable sawmill. Now, what I would recommend is for you guys not to buy this for yourself, but to go into World 84, and hopefully there's a portable already stood there. This is going to be the quickest way for you to go and make some planks. So once you interact, you go and click your option. So we're going to select U planks. You are going to have to pay an amount of GP per plank to get this cut. 1,800 GP per plank, which is pricey. And there's some planks here where you won't make some money once you sort of go through this method. You can lose money with certain ones, but again, you've worked your margins out, you know where you currently are. The U one is actually one of the very few ones where you possibly could get away with this, but once you go and interact with this, it will do all your planks in one inventory. So this is by far the quickest way, but you're going to need something which is going to have a big enough margin for you guys to do this. Now, another way to do this, it is a little bit slower and it will take you a little bit more time, is to use the sawmill at Fort Free. This is free for you to use. It is a little bit slower. It's going to take 30 seconds to do a full inventory, but you're going to get some XP and construction from it as well. And more importantly, you're going to keep all the profit. This could be one of those downtime sort of AFK activities you can do where you can just do it on the side and just chill throughout it as well. Now, this is probably one I'd recommend for lower levels, especially like if you're looking for ways to make money through this. It can be an incredible way to go make some money by doing this as well. Now, the third method you can do through Fort Free as well is going to Big Build. If you go to Build and select the planks option, you can go and do this as well, but what this is going to do is going to be more costly than actually using the sawmill. Bill really isn't worth it because he's very, very expensive. But There might be somewhere it works in terms of margin. It won't really be better than the portable sawmill. I'd recommend the portable sawmill. So in terms of thought for infinite and the methods here, the sawmill in terms of the one which is in the workshop, that's really good for doing it for free and getting some XP from it as well. The portable sawmill is good because it's going to be speed and you're going to make an incredible amount of planks per hour. Now, if you have the lunar spellbooks, you can also use a spell to make planks. One from the old days, but again, it looks a little bit expensive. It's going to cost you a nature rune, 2 astrals, and 15 earth runes, as well as 86 mage. I do think this is going to be too expensive, but you know what? For science, we will go and check this out for you guys now. So, elemental battle staff at all times with any form of lunar spells because it's going to save us so much money. And then we can just see what kind of price this is going to charge us. So if we go and do this, 1400 coins. So it's going to be cheaper, but with the price of those runes, you've spent over 1,000 coins. So that's even more expensive, probably than Big Bill. So again, the lunar plank make, not really worth it. Big Bill, not really worth it. But these two methods are the ones to do. Now there's one final method, which I'm going to cover probably in a little bit more detail in another video, but it's using plank makers. So if you have invention level high enough, you can have one of the 2 tiers of plank makers. There's basically a lower level version, which isn't too quick, and then a quicker high level version. You can put these in your invention guild, and basically what you do is you put your logs in there and it cuts the logs into planks. Now for a week, it's only really going to do about 7.5k planks, but it could be one of the cheapest ways for you to do it. You don't have to spend any cash for it. It's simply going to use your divine energy, but you can work out between all of your different machines to go and use some to go and make some plank making. Now, I'm going to go and do another video very soon about machines just because the whole meta around machines has changed a little bit. So I want to talk about that and sort of like go through the best ones to do it. But plank makers are some of the best ones. I mean, like some of your high tier ones are making around 8 to 10 mil a week just in free profit. And more importantly, if they're going to be these kind of items which are going to go up in price, you can make some more profit from it. But that is planks. Definitely worth having a bit of a thought about it and see what you think. I do think if I was going to do it, I would focus on the ones which are going to make some profit and use the portable plank maker. But don't sleep on a sawmill. In Thought for Free, you can definitely go and make some profit there. And you can still do roughly about 2 to 3,000 planks per hour, which really isn't too bad if you've got some downtime. But I'm going to wrap the video there. As soon as the 120 construction post is out, we'll go and cover it all and let you guys know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.